let's go start streaming. Yo guys, yo guys. So I'm streaming right now. I'm live and I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming about. So let's just stream about, let's just talk. Disconnected. Reconnecting. Reconnection successful. So Hisoka, let's look at Hisoka. Hisoka looks for Ging freaks. And Hisoka looks for Ging freaks. Looking for Ging. So what I'm gonna be talking about in this live, so it'll be a really short live stream. I said earlier I've played NBA 2K game earlier and I said that I have work to do. That's why I stopped the live stream or the gaming live stream. And something just popped out my mind, and that's it. I'm gonna try to live stream about some thought that I had way before, and that's, do Ging freaks really know Hisoka, or does Hisoka really know Ging freaks personally or not? And I want to analyze or show you guys my insights about this, if they really know each other. And I'm gonna do that in this live stream because I can show you videos on my desktop while I'm talking. So I search here Hisoka looking for Ging, and this is when Chairman Isaac Netero died, and in the Hunter election arc they had this voting that the hunters have to cast their votes on this ballot, and Hisoka went on the actual event because they are obliged to do this. Every hunters have to vote, have to cast their votes, or have to show up on the actual election, and maybe that's why Hisoka is right there. And he looked for Ging, he asked the three members of the Zodiac there, asked, do you know, this is me paraphrasing guys, do you know who Ging freaks is? Do you know, or is he still here? He asked that way to the Zodiac. So maybe that's because Ging freaks is really just famous, and Hisoka know that Ging is Gon's dad by hearsay. That is why he's looking for Ging. Maybe he doesn't know Ging personally, but I'm gonna analyze it here and have my opinion about it, if he does really know Ging personally or not. So let's watch this video. Here.
入れていいかな。意外だな。殺人鬼はこんな世俗的なイベントには全く興味がね。
So, here's some contradiction here. I wouldn't think a murderer would be interested in such an ordinary event. If I have not forgotten, every hunter who has a license has to cast their votes, or else their license is gonna be revoked. If I have not mistaken here. But this guy, Zankai, his name is Zankai, I guess. He said, I wouldn't think a murderer would be interested in such an ordinary event. So they have the option to not appear in this election, or maybe Zankai expects Hisoka to be not interested enough to not appear, even if his license is gonna be revoked, or gonna be so maybe he expects Hisoka to be that kind of character who doesn't give about things like this, that he'll sacrifice his license. So, and maybe not, maybe they really have this option to not appear and still have their license not get affected. But if I'm not mistaken, Jing Freaks made a rule that every hunter needs to cast their votes. I think that's yeah. I'm not gonna talk about this. Here to I'm just here to analyze if Hisoka really knows Jing. So, but this is relevant, right? Cause if Zankai thinks that Hisoka will sacrifice his license getting revoked just to not appear on things that he's not interested enough, maybe he really went here because he is looking for Jing, maybe to fight him, or maybe he knows that Jing is one of the best or the most strongest Nen user. That's why he's looking for him here. But I don't know. He is not talking about Jing on the series. He really likes to fight strong guys like Netero, like who's the leader of the Phantom Group? One of my favorite character. I forgot the name. Crollo Lucifer. He want to fight these strong guys, but he doesn't talk about Jing and the whole series except for this scene. And obviously Jing is much stronger than Crollo Lucifer, or even much stronger than Isaac Netero. So for me, Hisoka not talking about Jing, even if we when they went to Grid Island, meets Razor, saw and play dodgeball with Razor, and saw him have this really cool and very strong Nen technique. He still refused to talk about Jing Freaks and have that fighting desire whenever he meets strong guys. Maybe he knew Razor as well, because yeah, for Hisoka to see that guy, Razor is a guy who had the members of Phantom troops pissing their pants and running away because they saw Razor as a really strong character. That's why they didn't have the choice but to go to Grid Island on the right or the proper way, because they went to Grid Island using the boat, which is not allowed. So Razor faced them, and he got the Phantom crew pissing their pants and taking off. He got them uh, disqualified and forced them to enter the game on the proper way. So Razor is a very strong dude, and Hisoka meets him, and he didn't have any reaction to that strong guy in front of him fighting him. I think he knew, or he knows, Kite and Razor way before he knows Gon meets Gon. I think he knows that guy as well. So that's I think one proof that Hisoka knows Jing if he knows Razor, because of his reaction meeting such a strong guy. So right here, I think he is going in this election not because he wants his license to not get revoked, but he is really here because he expects Jing to be here, because as Kite said, Jing only appears if he wants to. Even in Kite standards, you have to look for Jing, hunt Jing, and Jing is like avoiding, because he challenges Kite to, if you want to hunt me, you have to look for me, and I'm gonna hide from you. I think applying that he is applying that rule to Hisoka as well. If Hisoka is his student, if his student, if Hisoka if Jing students, I think he's applying that rule that he applied to Kite as well. So maybe right here, Hisoka have this hint that since the zodiac and he knew that Jing is a member of the zodiac, so if the zodiac is right here in this area, I think Jing is here as well. So he went here to look for Jing because he thinks that this is the only way, or this is the one way he can look for Jing. So let's continue playing this video.
と思ってたぜ。85点。うん、興味ないよ。ほら、白紙。
So yeah, Hisoka just answered my question right there. He's not interested. He has other agenda why he went here.
それじゃあ何しに来た?
Why are you here? So this guy, the zodiac member here, asked my question too.
90
And
点。
Hisoka is scaling them by looking at their aura, maybe aura output, judging them by their strength, putting a points system to how strong by his estimates are these zodiac members is.
ジンって人いる?
Yeah.
いたら話が。
He asked, is a guy named Ging here? Is a guy named Ging here?
いたら話がしたく
I'd
て。
like to speak to him. So that right there is the answer to our question. I'd like to speak to him. Hisoka is a pretty straightforward guy. He wants to speak to him, meaning he has something to talk about to Jing. So this is the answer right here. Hisoka really knows Jing personally, because someone who says I'd like to speak to my manager. No, I'd like to speak to my father. I'd like to speak to my teacher. Do you know where my teacher is? I'd like to speak to him. That's some personal thing right there. You're not gonna talk to other persons about this guy saying that I will speak to him if you don't know that person that you're gonna speak to personally, right? So that's the answer right there. Hisoka knows Jing. He's not here to fight. He's not here looking for Jing to fight. He's here to talk to Jing. Maybe they have this just like what Jing talks to just like what Jing said to Kite, that he challenges Kite. Maybe that's the reason why Hisoka is here. He wants Jing to teach him things right here, train him maybe, or fight him by talking to him first, because Jing only accepts fight challenges if you are in his level, and I think Hisoka is not on his level yet, because spoiler alert, he died from Chrollo, and Chrollo is much weaker than Jing.
いないよ。次にここへ来るのは再選挙の時だとか。分かったらその紙切れ持って帰れば。
77点。
Pretty weak. This girl is pretty weak.
あっそ。
And she's really talkative. So yeah, that's the answer right there. Hisoka knows Jing, and by extension, he probably knows Razor as well. So that's my live stream. I'm gonna end it here. I already answered the question. I'm live for like 14 minutes, and I think that's long enough to answer my question, or have my thoughts relayed to you. So I'm gonna end my stream here, and I'm gonna do some streams that is like this as well on the future, maybe tomorrow, maybe the other day. But I'm serious now. I have work to do, so I'm gonna end the stream right here, and I have to practice songs too, because I'm a band member. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna see you guys again. Hisoka knows Jing. That's the answer. See ya.